too have perpetuated this divide and separation, and I continue to ask for forgiveness and do the work of forgiving myself. I hold steadfast to Maya Angelou's words: do the best you can until you know better. Then, when you know better, do better. If similar feelings surface for you, remember you are not alone. This is our collective wound to heal together, okay? I am deeply grateful for women like poet and writer Audre Lorde, who questioned the very notion of sisterhood and implored us to explore the multiple layers of intersectionality like age, race, class, and sex in feminism. Audre challenged us to deepen its meaning in a more authentic and inclusive way than had been offered in modern feminist movements. When I say sisterhood and sisters, my use of these words is expansive and welcoming. I mean all femme identifying beings who resonate with these terms. Bring your whole self into these stories. You are welcome here, as Lorde so brilliantly calls out to us. What we must do is commit ourselves to some future that can include each other and to work toward that future with the particular strengths of our individual identities. And in order for us to do this, we must allow each other our differences at the same time as we recognize our sameness. Audre Lorde. An integral part of true sisterhood is honesty, acceptance, and a willingness to grow. I've done my best to highlight these complex aspects within these stories. Wingwomen and the curation of these stories. The phrase wingwomen came to me as a sudden knowing while I was writing my first book. While this phrase, much like "that's what she said," might have sexual innuendo associated with it in our popular culture, I was amused by the idea of reimagining it into something more meaningful and celebratory. Since the English language lacks words with the potency to define the unnameable magnitude of these feminine bonds, I have chosen wingwomen and have intentionally paired it with butterfly symbology to represent the rebirth of the sacred feminine energies on this planet. Wingwomen support one another in their individual metamorphosis and in their collective rising. The 30 stories featured in this book offer a glimpse into the relationships behind well-known female icons, as well as incredible women-led efforts that have had significant impact in communities or the world at large. Some of these relationships were lifelong, while some were influential cameos. In my friend and book doula Sue's words, sometimes wingwomen show up in our lives for a moment or for a lifetime, and sometimes it doesn't end well, but they're there for you when you need them most. Thus, I've highlighted the most awe-inducing attributes, strengths, and pivotal moments of each of these relationships, the ones that made me laugh, gasp, and cry, and the details that I couldn't wait to text a friend about or share over coffee. Sisterhood is the new paradigm. When you read through these stories, I hope this becomes clear. Our relationships with the closest women in our lives are often acts of heroic love. They are elusive and complex. They transcend and defy definitions. They are a stream of epic, life-enriching, world-changing love that flows through our collective story of womanhood. They have been sidelined, dismissed, and misunderstood for far too long and deserve recognition, exploration, and celebration. Reese Witherspoon said, "Female friendships are the jet fuel of the future. Sisterhood is a primal yearning. Our souls crave it. Our survival and our highest joy depend on it. We were never meant to journey through this life alone. We know it is the way forward and a way of returning home to our true nature with our wingwomen by our side." Butterflies can't see their wings. They can't see how truly beautiful they are, but everyone else can. People are like that as well. Naya Rivera. We need wingwomen more than ever. We need them to remind us that we're good and lovable and worthy. We need them